You know all those smart devices we have in our homes? Ever stop and wonder what they're really doing when you're not actively using them? Well, it turns out some of them are part of a secret network, operating right from your living room. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a system called Amazon's Sidewalk, and trust me, you're going to want to see how this all works. So think about your Amazon Echo or your Ring doorbell for just a second. Right now, while it's sitting there, waiting for you to say something, it's also doing something else in the background, something you probably never even realize you agreed to. Yep, you heard that right. By default, your device is contributing a little piece of your home internet bandwidth to a massive, neighborhood-wide network that's run by Amazon. And the crazy part? Most people have absolutely no idea this is even happening. And listen, this isn't some tiny little experiment. Amazon claims it has over 90% population coverage in the US. They've essentially built a nationwide network by just piggybacking on their customers' private internet connections. This isn't a network that's being built, it's already here, and it is enormous. So let's put a name to it. This system is called Amazon Sidewalk. And the most critical detail, the thing you really need to get, is that it was turned on by default. When you set up that new Echo or Ring, you're automatically opted in. So what is it exactly? Well, in simple terms, it's a shared network where all the participating Amazon devices in your neighborhood kind of work together. They create this low-power, long-range signal that blankets the area. You can think of it like a digital bucker brigade, where each device helps pass the signal along so other gadgets can stay online, even if they're way outside their owner's normal Wi-Fi range. And that's really the heart of it. Your device is no longer just a smart speaker or a doorbell. It's also a mini wireless access point. It's a gateway for other Sidewalk-enabled gadgets to get to the internet through your connection. So how in the world does Amazon actually pull this off? It's pretty clever, really. It's not just using your Wi-Fi. It's a combination of a few different radio technologies that create this widespread mesh. Sidewalk gets its amazing reach by mixing 3 different wireless technologies. First, it uses Bluetooth for really short-range stuff, like setting up a new device. Then, for medium distances, it uses something called FSK. But the real secret sauce, the tech that gives this network its incredible range, is LoRa. LoRa, and that just stands for long range, is an absolute game changer. It lets these tiny, low-power devices send small bits of data over huge distances. We're talking over half a mile in some situations. This is exactly how, say, a pet tracker can report its location even when it's blocks away from home. It just hops onto your neighbor's Sidewalk-enabled Ring camera to get a signal out. So what's the impact on you and your internet? Well, Sidewalk uses a radio frequency that's really good at punching through walls, which is how it connects devices all over a neighborhood. And before you start worrying about it slowing down your Netflix binge, Amazon puts some hard limits on it. The speed is capped at a tiny 80 kilobits per second, and your total data contribution each month is capped at 500 megabytes. To put that in perspective, that's about what you'd use to stream one short video. But here's where we need to zoom out a little, because it's so important to understand that Sidewalk doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's really just one piece of a much, much larger surveillance ecosystem that's being built all around us, a lot of times using the very devices we choose to bring into our homes. The basic idea is simple. Use everyday consumer gadgets to build out a massive data collection network. And believe me, this trend goes way beyond just smart speakers. The most obvious connection, of course, is right inside the Amazon family. Ring doorbells are one of the main gateways for the Sidewalk network, but they're also a whole lot more than that. Just stop and think about that for a second. A single device on your front door is doing 3 things all at once. It's providing a network for other devices, it's recording video of your street, and it could even be used as a tool for law enforcement. And this web, it stretches way beyond just Amazon's products. We're seeing this explosion of sensors being put out in our communities, often without any of us really knowing about it. I mean, for example, you've got automated license plate readers that are tracking cars, smart TVs that are literally analyzing what you watch, and even new Wi-Fi routers that can sense your physical presence in a room. Each one of those things on its own is a little concerning, right? But when you put them all together, they create this incredibly powerful surveillance mesh. Okay, so with all of this invisible infrastructure working all around us, how could we possibly know what's even out there? Well, this is the hopeful part. There's a growing movement of citizens and researchers who are building tools to do just that, to make the invisible visible. And here are two fantastic examples. The pedestrian project uses simple, pretty affordable hardware to scan for and map sidewalk signals right in your own area. And then there's the DFlock project, which is this cool, crowdsourced effort to put flock safety cameras on a public map, so communities actually know where this automated surveillance is taking place. All right, now for the most important part. If you've listened to all of this and you've decided, you know what, I don't really want to participate in this network, the good news is you can opt out, and it's actually pretty easy. Let's walk through how to do it. Okay, first up, if you use the Alexa app for your Echo devices, the process is super straightforward. Just open up the app, head over to Settings, then tap on Account Settings. In there, you'll see Amazon Sidewalk. Just tap that and toggle it off. That's it. Now, if you're a Ring user, the steps are almost identical. Open the Ring app, go to the Control Center, find the Amazon Sidewalk option, and just flip that switch to the off position. Now, this is really important. This is an account-level setting. That means you only have to do it once. Flipping that one switch in either app disables Sidewalk for every single Echo and Ring device that's linked to your account. Simple as that. And that kind of brings us to the big final thought, doesn't it? We just learned that Amazon Sidewalk was turned on for millions of devices without most of us ever knowing. It really makes you stop and wonder, what other features on what other devices that you own are also turned on by default?